What's going on, Speech Life? So September is Suicide Prevention Month. So you know I had to jump onto this one. Just sit back, relax, and just take heed of what's going on. Thank you.
What's going on, YouTube land? So I just found out that this month is Suicide Prevention Month, okay? I was unaware, but I'm glad I did find out this material because it goes right in alignment with what I was going to talk about anyway. And what I was going to talk about is your today is not your tomorrow. Again, your today is not your tomorrow. Your today is just a result of how you've been living your life thus far. And the good thing is, you can change it. If you already like how your results, you don't have to change it. Keep doing what you're doing. Kudos to you, okay? But if you don't like where you currently are, don't fret. Don't get upset. Don't be in a pity party or blame anyone else, honestly, but yourself. But there's also, don't blame anybody but yourself. But it can be liberating because now you know that you can change your circumstances and actually get a better outcome, okay? So, basically, we're just going to talk about slowing the train down and changing your directions, okay? Knowing that you're not stuck, okay? You can start with the dream question. How would things be better if I didn't have this problem, okay? From answering that question, you'll find your answer on how you can start changing things, what needs to be changed. For instance, if you say, hey, well, things would be better if I wasn't so broke. I don't like to use the word broke because I feel like broke is a state of mind. But say, for instance, things would be better if I wasn't so broke. Okay, so you know that being in a broke state of mind, what's the solution to being broke? Well, I have to go find a job. Or I have to do something to supplement my income or give me a better income. If I had a better income, then I wouldn't be in this predicament today, or I wouldn't be feeling like I feel today. Now, I understand that sometimes people say things aren't just that black and white, because what if, I can't find a job? What if this, or what if this and that? There's plenty of resources out here to find the solution to any problem that you do have. You just have to search for it, or even visualize yourself being in that future state, and believe it or not, your answers will just start coming in this way. Somebody say, hey, this job is hiring. What? Did you know you can do this? Did you know you can do this? Of course you're gonna have to cipher through, and you're gonna have to go through obstacles or things to do to get where you're going, but answers will come once you start asking the right questions. I will vouch for that, okay? Think about a time that you overcame an obstacle that you did have. What did that look like? What did you feel like? How did it come into play? Where were you at mentally at that point, that your answers came through? The whole point is to try to get back to that state and tap into that. Did you feel like you didn't have any choice? That's why you overcame an obstacle? Well, maybe you need to tap back into that source, back into that energy to make your mind feel like that you don't have a choice. Tricking your mind to feel like you don't have a choice, so that way you'll find a solution quicker and faster to stop procrastination if that is an issue. Be proactive. Join groups. There are groups out here from the community, Facebook, YouTube, any type of social media, or just in your neighborhood. There are plenty of groups out here that can give you the support that could help you solve any problems or issues that you may have. Because honestly, committing suicide is not the answer. It's really not the answer for anyone. And I understand the pressure that life gives you and make you want to commit suicide. Because I'll be the first one to say I have attempted suicide multiple times in the past. Now, I'm thankful to my daughter and the outreaches, the communities, and the therapy that I have. I realize that's no longer a solution. That's no longer on my table to be able to commit suicide, because I now know that I'm worth more than to commit suicide, and I now have tools in my tool belt to be able to fight certain problems that I did have, that I felt like suicide was the only way out. Well, I'm here to personally tell you that it is not the only way out. I've had a rocky life. I'm still dealing with things, and believe it or not, I have an extensive resume of hardships, but I do understand that I'm not stuck. And if I can't do anything but to let other people know that you're not stuck, there's a way out of every situation that you want to be in. So please, please, please do not resort to suicide. Do not resort to suicide, as it's not the only way to happiness. It's not the only way to fill your void. It's not the only way to stop the so-called hell from coming in your life. You can change your reality, okay? And like I said, these community, these groups, they give solutions. Here on my channel, here at Speaks Life, I try to give solutions, or even just thinking power for you guys to be able to come up with your own solution without having to resort to suicide, okay? Because I'm sure there's some type of loved one or someone involved who do not want to see you commit suicide. Think about how they would feel, how they would function after you do that. But I do understand the pressure that one may be up under to make them want to commit suicide. But now that I have been going to therapy, I've found out that there's ways to combat that is no longer on the table. Okay. I said be patient with yourself. Understand that your journey may not be easy, but it's rewarding. Okay. Understand that you are worth fighting for. You are worth fighting for. I know you may be tired. For those people out here, it's like, I am just sick of this. Life is just throwing all kind of punches at me. I don't deserve this. And it made me feel like if you were dead, you would have peace. Well, I'm going to let you know that you can have peace while you're living. You can have peace while you're living. Keep fighting. Keep finding solutions. Before I found therapy, I was looking for things on YouTube. YouTube helped me a lot. This is why I'm giving out to YouTube as much as I am, because I know that there's other people out there just like me who was on the edge and just knew that this is not the way they were supposed to be living life, and they just not accepting it, and so they're researching things, and I want to be one of the outlets that they come to. So with that being said, understand that you are worth fighting for. Fight for yourself, okay? Give yourself room to change your life. That's one of the things that I struggle with, because it was just like, I just want it now, which led to me being heavily medicated because I wasn't able to deal with life's problems right then. It was just like, life doesn't stop. Life does not stop. So even if you are, mentally ill, or, you're having some issues right now, it's not like life is going to be like, I'm going to take it easy on you. I do understand this, but do understand that there is no quick way of dealing with life, of coming from a low place to a very high place. You have to go through, you got to work through the obstacles. You got to work through your problems. And trust me, you'll be way strong in the end. I am one of the products. I am not finished. I have a lot more growing to do, but I am so grateful of the growth that I have had. So keep fighting for yourself. Keep fighting, even if you have to fight for yourself through your children, like I had to. My daughter, I had to be here for her, so I had to decide. I had to know. Stop. I had to know. China. I had to be here for my daughter, so suicide is no longer on the table. Okay. All right. Give yourself room to change your life and think about the life you will live once you made it, okay? This is visualization, and I am an advocate for visualization for one reason. It works. I do it. It works. I will come up with a where I want to be. I will visualize myself being there, and next thing you know, I don't necessarily get there at that point, because I'm still going to that point, but answers will just start flowing through. You know, people will start talking to you that you don't even know about problem or solutions that you never mentioned to anybody about. Honestly, I feel like you watching this video right now is you wanting help, you requesting help. You know, whether or not you told anybody about it, because I understand some of the stronger ones, we're too strong to break down, or we have too many people that's leaning on us. So, which I'm going to make a video about that as well. But I do understand these circumstances where just going to therapy is not an option. But you do have things like this, because that you can do, like YouTube. I was doing things where I felt like going to therapy was not an option. One, for monetary reasons. Therapy is very expensive. You know, now I'm realizing it's not more expensive than my life, and without therapy, I cannot get to where I wanted to go. So it is a great investment that I feel like is pennies on a dollar now. But you know, when you're scraping from here to here, from there to there, your time is scarce, where you can't really spend time going to therapy because you have kids, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I do understand it, so I hope I am an outlet for that. Last but not least, like I said, the alignment, okay? I didn't know that this was Suicide Prevention Month, okay? I just learned it earlier. And I had wrote a title before for my videos. Sometimes I write titles out in my book, so that way whenever I get little thoughts, and now I can write them down within those categories, and I won't be so scatterbrained, because I'm very impulsive and I do go from here to there. So I had wrote your today is not your tomorrow, and did not realize that I was going to end up using it today. Everything started flowing today. Well, it just so happened that I had on this shirt as well that says, "You don't even know." Okay? That's perfect. I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of people that do try to commit suicide, or a lot of people who's on their wit's end, people don't understand the amount of pressure that they're going through. They just don't understand. You have some people saying, why would you commit suicide? You just don't understand until you stepped in my shoes, until you stepped in their shoes of understanding. You know, it's not that fact that you are weak-minded. It's the fact that you're just tired of what's going on, and it's coming back to back. And you wasn't equipped with the tools to be able to combat and deal with those issues. So my thing is, before I close out, you don't even know. You don't know what anybody is going through. So I'm asking if everybody out there who's watching this video, who may come across this video, to please be kind to one another, because you don't know what they're going to. They might be right there on the edge of suicide, and you don't want to be the one to tip them over. I do thank you so much for your time. This is Speaks Life. Have a good day. If you like this video, please help a sister out and like this video. Please comment. Please share. Please subscribe. I'm trying to reach so many people out here. So many people that need help. You guys, if you like this video, please like. Please give me a big old thumbs up. If you want to talk about anything, you want to express anything, please comment. And above all, please share and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I'm trying to reach way more people. You know, and sometimes we got to stop tearing each other down and start building each other up in the most sincere and genuine way. So I do ask you guys for your help. Thank you.